Just, I don't know, 5 minutes away from my hotel. I booked a hotel in the town called Wall, W-A-L-L, Wall, South Dakota. It's super windy over here, like, but it's amazing. You know, I never suspected. I was not sure what to suspect. I thought there'd be some kind of big hills, you know, mountains. But all of a sudden, right, we were driving kind of like on the, almost on the plains over there. That's far in the distance. That's I-90. That's how I came from Canada, from Chicago, right? But then you go into here, as soon as you cross the entrance to the park on this Highway 240, these crazy hills, you know, like this eroded mountains, is like amazing. And basically, I did my research before, so there's just a loop. It's Highway 240, which is right from my hotel. I take 240 south, and then it loops back, like goes in a semicircle, and it connects with I-90 about 20 miles east of Wall, South Dakota. Then I just take I-90 back. But today, of course, you know, I drove all day. I did 750 kilometers again, 400 miles. Drove like a maniac, no e-locks. Man, I don't know, I'll get into trouble probably sooner or later, but you know, no e-locks, man, those are supposed to be the law, right? But the funny thing is that when you enter South Dakota, you just drive the speed limit, because it was very windy even early in the day, and the speed limit is 80 miles an hour, 80, which is 130 kilometers an hour. And I try to drive 9 miles over, which is like 140k, but I see my fuel economy started going down in this wind, so I slowed down to 130. Then eventually I said, screw this, I just drove 75 miles an hour, 120k an hour, and there's hardly any traffic. Sometimes you see a bunch of trucks, you pass them, but it was pretty cool. So now yeah, now I'm just following this, yeah, you see like this, I don't know if you can see this, but basically it goes like this, and it's all twist and turn. It's going to be very interesting over there. And then it comes back here, and that's 90, and my hotel is over here. So I just drove this maybe like 8 miles, and that's right here is the entrance. Oh, and the cool thing is that today was a free day. I pulled up to the window, I had cash with me, I took out cash, you know, because sometimes, I don't know, do they take credit cards? And the lady gives me this pass. Oh, basically it's like a booklet about Badlands, you know. I'm gonna read it because I want to know more about this amazing place. And I'm spending 3 days here, and she says today is free. I said, what about tomorrow? She said, no, tomorrow you have to pay. But what's funny is that if I paid now, it's $30 for one car, 30 bucks, but it covers you up to 7 days, right? So basically they give you 1 day off. It means nothing, because tomorrow I still have to pay 30 bucks. Anyway, so let's go this way. We'll keep following this 240. It's gonna be really interesting over there. Lots of twists and turns, and like I said, today is just pretty much like a dry run, because it's still too early. But you know, I'm just trying to learn the layout of the land, so to speak. But tomorrow I definitely want to go. There's another road goes there. On that side, that's where they say a lot of wildlife is. So now it's like 4 o'clock local time. It's too hot, but I did see one bison already right next to the entrance to the park. But tomorrow I'm gonna get up like at sunrise and go to that Sage Creek area. That's where they say a lot of wildlife is. But you never know, now it's gonna be the end of the day. The sunset is at 6:30. So maybe I'll luck out, and but basically, yeah, I just want to drive through it when I can still see. So I have yeah, it's 4:01, 1 minute past 4. So I'm just gonna drive slow. I've never been here before. Just I'm using the 6Z2. I'm using for landscapes, which is perfect, because I have my 18 to 35 millimeter lens, and that's my big gun D850 with a 500 millimeter, so that's for wildlife. And I also have in my bag, I have a 300 millimeter. So like this one would be actually cool for that bison. A bunch of people stopped there, like they never saw a bison before, but it was right at the road, like there's no fence. Man, what if he just charges you, you know? So anyway, let me see. I'll basically I'll be filming at interesting locations like this one. This was an interesting location, right? And then we'll compile it into one big blockbuster, okay? Check out this view. There's some kind of dry river running there. This would be a good spot for some animals because there's some grass in here. I'm definitely coming back at sunrise tomorrow. I don't believe this. They're probably used to people feeding them. But behind this mother, there's a very cute baby. Check this out. And it was trying to get some milk from her. Yeah, so I cannot use my 500mm, and I tried with 18 to 35, and then I remembered, wait a second, I got my 300mm, so I put 300 on the Z6, and I stopped here actually because I saw the sign says viewpoint, and I just wanted to take a picture of the stuff in the distance, but I don't want to spook these goats, but I think we're okay. They're already in the back of the car, so they don't seem to be afraid of people. And my 500, I don't know, like, I know the lens is good, it's just I calibrated it yesterday, right? But probably I did not calibrate it enough because it doesn't seem to be super sharp with this D850. It's supposed to be very sharp, so I'm gonna try to find a place tonight if I end up in a hotel before dark. Try to find a place where I can put it on a tripod and do that auto AF fine-tune. All right, let me go grab some shots, maybe with my 300mm, you know, like do like a long view landscape, see what happens.